It's Elliot from Lost Boy Comics, and I just wanted to come on here and show some recent pickups that I've done for New Comic Book Day, which was the 5th of Feb, and also a London Comic Mart that I went to called the London Comic Mart. I also want to show some artwork that I've been working on, which is sketch covers on my own creator-owned comic, art cards, and also some 11x17 art pieces. So I got a little stack here of the pickups. So the first one when I went to the London Comic Mart. I went and the prices were a bit high on some places, but I did manage to find some cool pieces. First one up is Daredevil 130, just a cool Daredevil cover with the skeleton and Daredevil on it. It does present really well, but in the pages on the inside it's like it's got like slight water damage or something, because some of the images are slightly smudged. It's like it's printed and it moves slightly. I'll have some clips up overlaid over here so you can see what I mean. But yeah, that was a good one. Gonna have that one on display. Next was Classic X-Men #1. Just a cool Arthur Adams cover, but also it has parts of Giant Size X-Men #1 inside, but they go a little bit more in depth of how the two teams meet in the X Mansion. So it'd be a good little read. Haven't read it yet, but it was this one was one that I was looking for when I went. Managed to find it for a good price. Next one is I got some Batman comics as well. So we have Batman 400, which is loads of mini stories, but written by Doug, but then all of these artists are featured in it. Some of them are pin-ups at the end, and then some of them are full stories. It also has a introduction by Stephen King, which was another great thing to have. And again, I think I got it for like £10, and it presents really well. Just the pages are a bit yellow, but I kind of like it. Next one is a David Finch cover on Batman 700. Just really like the cover. I will give it a read, but just again, it was just something I could probably put on display. Just really like his work, and I thought it was a great cover, and it gives more like Dracula vibes when Dracula holds up his cape over his face, kind of like that. And then the last one I picked up from the Comic Mart was the Crow Flesh and Blood #1. I'm a big James O'Barr fan, big Crow fan. Love the films and the series. I do want to get the original Crow books. I have the trade, but I want to get like the single issues eventually. I do have the Dead Times ones, even though he didn't work on them and he didn't work on the inside of this one, but all the covers were done by him, so it'd be a good little collection to have. And I think I got that for like £5, so that was good. And then the next ones here are from this week's Comic Book Day. First one is the Ultimates #9. I got onto this one late. I got onto it when they did the 1 year in, and I read the Wolverine story, and then read the full issue, but I mainly got it for the Ultimate Wolverine. And then after I read that story, I was like, oh, I think I'm missing out on the Ultimate. So I gone back and read some of them on Marvel Unlimited, and then trying to get some of the issues from the 1 year in weekly. And this one's got how Luke Cage becomes into the Ultimates and everything like that. So yeah, it was a good read. Next one was just because it was a light week. Got Scooby-Doo #132. Loved Scooby-Doo as a kid. Still love watching the live action movies. Next one was Legacy of Vader, Kylo Ren story. This one was good. The arts, I do like the art that's inside, and I'll have some clips of the art as well. It's goes into Kylo and how he has to deal with the legacy of Darth Vader, his granddad, and how he's trying to figure out the dark side and the light side. But it was a good story. And then last one, I went through the back issue bins and found Ice Cream Man number 40. This is the second part in a two-part story, the decompression in Iraq part 2, and this one was a really good read. It's a crash happens and you see the backstories of the people, or not like the full backstory, but a glimpse in the lives of the people in the crash before they die, and but then also the writing has narration from the writer, and how decompression in writing can make the effect of the story better. You can make 1 second feel like a minute, feel like an hour, and they also go over like the paneling in the comics and how that can affect how you read it. But as you're reading it through, it jumps between all of that, and you don't feel lost. If you feel like you've learnt a lot from it, but also the story itself is really good. So I want to find number 1 and get some more of the Ice Cream Man, because I don't have any of them yet. Now the next part, I want to go over some sketch covers that I've done. So I've done 5 for my creator own series that's just finished its Kickstarter on issue 2. So this one was the printer that I used to print the standard issues has now got an option to do sketch covers, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, yep, I need to do that for mine, because I've been doing a few on like the Marvel ones and find them really fun. So I was like, as soon as I got opportunity to do one for myself, I did that. So I got 5 printed, and then was like, if people want them, that's fine. I gave people option of what characters they wanted me to draw on them, and a lot of people wanted Lilith, which was the main villain in the story. One person, K-pop Junkie, if you know her on YouTube, I've been on her streams a few times. Great streams. She does a lot for indie comics people, creators, artists, writers, anything like that. They go on, tell their story, and try and get some new eyeballs on it, which is great. So she wanted me to do a witch, because I had one section in issue 2 that is the backstory of one of the characters and witches and all that's all involved, and then another one was left for me to do, and because I'd done so many of Lilith and a witch, I wanted the main male character to be on it. Here's one with Lilith holding a skull, very much like the play by Shakespeare, the Shakespeare play. There we go, my mind went blank there. That's that one. Then we have another Lilith, but I did with a different crown, just to kind of spice it up, because I don't know why, I just did. So I hope the person likes it, but I like it. I think it looks cool. Then we have just a face on of Lilith here. See that one. And then we have the witch making a little spell with her hands. That one was a fun one to do. But my favourite is Lucian here, on the chair, smoking a cigarette, just chilling. Yeah, this one was fun. I did plan on doing this design as 11 by 17, but the 2 people that bought them on my Kickstarter wanted two different things. So I ended up just putting it on the cover for someone else. I would kind of hope that no one bought the last one, because I wanted to do it myself and get it graded for myself, because I now have I'm now registered as a signature artist for CGC, so I can start sending stuff off to get graded with my name at the top and everything like that. It's super cool. But someone did buy it, so I hope they enjoy it, and I'll just have to print another one for myself and get that sent. That was the ones for the Hellbound series, that's mine. And then this one is on a Fantastic Four issue 1. I did a Doom, as Doom is the new thing for Marvel. Well, he's been around for years, but like it's the new thing they're pushing, and Doom just looks cool. So I thought, on a Fantastic Four #1, might as well do a Doom. Then let's go on to some more artwork. I did some sketch cards for people who have purchased through the Kickstarter of Hellbound issue 2. So I will get a video overlay of all of them, but yeah, I did about 24 of these. Took a lot longer than I thought. They look really cool, and I do like them, but I thought I could get them done way quicker. So maybe not do it next time, or maybe do it if we hit like a really big goal. But yeah, it was a fun one, and who likes a little bit of free original art. And then we go into the big 11x17 original art. So when I was doing the Kickstarter, last time I did A3 pages of original art, and I wanted it to feel more like a comic, a bit more professional in my eyes. So I sourced out the Blue Line 11x17 comic book boards. In the UK they're really hard to find. There's literally only one brand that does it, and I managed to find out that it is the same boards that David Finch uses. As much as I don't think I'm going to be as good as David Finch, but he uses these boards, so I knew that they would be alright. And for me, with doing drawings, it doesn't really matter on it. But here's one of them. It is the cover of issue 2, but without the trade dress, so I've enlarged the character even more. This is one of the Hellstorm characters. Yeah, that's this one. That was really cool. That was a really fun one to do. And then this one is for Mon Comics. This is Darcy on the horse. Darcy is one of the main characters, the wife of Lucian, and what he went back to Earth for after being pulled down to hell and couldn't find her. He went back for her, made a deal with the devil, which they say you should never do. Goes back, has to be one of Lilith's little pawns in her little plan, but he can't find Darcy, so he's just going for revenge. And this was this one from Mon Comics. Great YouTuber, helped me out a lot when I started the issues, because when I did issue 1, I got it all in a PDF, sent it to a few YouTubers and just people in the comic industry, just to see what their thoughts were. Didn't expect much back, but he really enjoyed it, passed it on to K-Pop Junkie, and then when the Kickstarter came up, he was one of the first people there, and same with issue 2, so I can't thank him much. Then I started doing just some portraits, so I did this one first. As you can see, compared to just the black and white stencil look that these ones have, this one has the etching shading in it, which gives it more depth, especially in like the teeth, because when I did just the black and white, it looked a bit flat. and then as soon as I started the shading on this, I knew that it just leveled up the artwork and the style. So I was like, next time I do the big stuff, it has to have that etching in, unless it's for the comic or something else, but like portraits and stuff like this, has to have it. So this one was the Joker, and then once the Joker, I was like, I need to do 3 villains, because I couldn't decide of which one to do next, so I just did 3. We have Catwoman from the Tim Burton Batman films, and this one has a lot more light shading in the face, so you can't see it too much through like the camera and photos, but if I go in, you can see that there's still quite a lot of the face that's still shaded, and then obviously the solid black suit with just the white highlights of that leather. That one was a fun one to do, but my favourite is the Danny DeVito Penguin from the Tim Burton films as well. I thought he portrayed Penguin really well. It was a good take, definitely a darker Batman, and I feel like that movie set the tone for how Batman movies can be going forward. But this one has a lot of shading in the face. But as soon as I started doing this one, I'd done the solid black, I couldn't wait to get the shading done and get this one finished, because I thought it'd be so sick. This was my little haul from New Comic Book Day and the little comic market thing I went to, and some of the art that I've been working on. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it'll be all in the description, and let me know if you like the style of video, what you'd want to see, the art stuff, more pickups, if you liked any of the pickups, if I missed anything in New Comic Book Day that you was like, oh, this one was really good, let me know, because I'll definitely check it out. I've got some more artwork that I'm working on. I've got a Batman sketch cover, Deadpool Wolverine sketch cover to do, a Doom 11x17 and a Dracula 11x17. So maybe next week I want to try and do these videos kind of weekly when I pick up new comics, and then showcase what other artwork I've been doing in the week. I'll probably do a video as well when I get my issue 2 of Hellbound in, so I'll do a little unboxing or something like that, show you guys that, and then hopefully some people will be interested in it when I go to do issue 3, which I'm in the process of writing. This one's going to be a long issue, but yeah, peace.